53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you and your
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we talk that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord.
Y'all see this?
Comes with all your dishes, pots, pans, forks, knives.
I kinda like this. This is like an apartment and a hotel room, you know what I mean? Yeah. This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's gonna be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the greatest. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
Why was it my blood? I'm a U.P.K creation. We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud. Straight up out the base.
That black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, you the true Jew.
Right.
You're the one they talk about in Deuteronomy 28:68. See, Americans don't care right now until their missiles is going in the sky, flying over America. See, Americans think they unstoppable. They think they got stockpiles. How your stockpiles gonna come against nuclear warheads? You think North Korea care about you, America? You think China care about you? You actually think Russia is losing. The only thing they doing is showing you that the World War III is here. Your Christian church can't do anything to help you, man. Now, what do you do as a black man, Hispanic man, a Native Indian while all this war is going on? And let me add also that the Ukrainians have a problem with letting black people on those trains to leave. They ain't talking about that. If you look at Ukraine, the only thing they showing you on the news is why to feel sorry for them. Why how their children are being murdered. They saying the Russians are raping them and putting them in as prisoners. Hey, this is warfare. What happened to the black man's children in a time of slavery? You ever heard of gator bait? When their children were skinned and thrown to the gators? You ever heard of Emmett Till? Where he was beaten, burned, and his mother made sure he had an open casket so America could see what white supremacy did to her 14-year-old little boy. And if you black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you supposed to feel sorry for Ukraine? No. That's America problem. That's Russia problem. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, you know what you need to fight? You need to fight to stop having abortions. Right. Stop partying with the so-called white man while he's partying for your destruction. Don't forget a little while ago, they was murdering our brothers in the street by the police. Remember Sandra Bland? Phileo Castillo? Eric Gardner? You remember all these people that got killed by the local police? But then we supposed to love our oppressor? You supposed to love white supremacy? You supposed to feel sorry for the yellow and blue? No, I feel sorry for the brown and black. That's who I care about. It's nothing wrong with that. Let Russia deal with their own family problems. If you black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, it has nothing to do with you. The Lord, the Most High, cares about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But let's look in the scriptures and what they say about what America is doing, what these heathens are doing. What is a heathen? A heathen is not what you've been taught by your grandmama. That's the bad man. That's the rebellion one, the rebellious one. A heathen is anyone that is not from the 12 tribes of Israel. That's your local white man. That's your local East Indian man. Don't forget, a little while ago, that Asian man was telling you to hurry up and buy. Get out my store. Put you in a headlock for accusing you of stealing and beating our black women. Don't forget that. See, America wants to tend to forget things. So did you forget about 9/11? Or do you have an anniversary for it? For all those hundreds of people that got killed in 9/11. So why are you telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to get over it? To forget about it? Are you forgetting about the deaths that's in Ukraine? That happened since a month ago? No, you're not. So don't tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to forget about it. We're going to remind you that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians built America off the blood and tears of our forefathers. So what did the Most High say about this going on right now? Let's read.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
I know the Bible just ain't say that. The righteous are going to rejoice from all these heathens going to war, killing each other. Now that sound mean, don't it? Your Christian church don't teach you that. It teach you baby Jesus. The blue-eyed, blonde-haired devil, right? Let me show what that sign at. Oh, I gotta have it. Can I get that, Bob Show? Let me show you what your Christian church teach you Christ look like. This is not Christ. This is Caesar Borgia, the son of the Alexander VI Pope of Rome. This is not Christ, man. This is your representation of Ukraine. This is your representation of America. The lies. Everything that they told blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's not true. This is not Christ according to the Bible. So what make you think we give a damn about that false image of Christ? Christ was a black man from the tribe of Judah. He cared about the lost sheep of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He didn't give a damn about Ukraine. He didn't give a damn about Russia. He didn't give a damn about America. What he did was go against Rome, trying to save and help the true Jews of the Bible, not your Jewish man. And why would he call his name Jewish? Ish means to be like. He is not the true Jew. But see, it'll be a time when we're not out here speaking. You know why? Because downtown Nashville's gonna get bombed, man. Just like it got bombed right up this street right here, right up 2nd. One of their own people did that. If your own people in America can bomb your streets, what do you think Russia, China, North Korea can do to you? Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, you shouldn't be worrying about these problems. Russia and Ukraine, that's their problems. That's one brother against another brother. You know what white America told us? They told us pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. We shouldn't be participating on black and black crime. Well, it looks like Ukraine and Russia has white on white crime. You shouldn't care about that. You should rejoice. You are the righteous. You should rejoice in the blood of your enemies, man. But don't believe me. Let's see what the Bible says about it. Read again,
This the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice.
The righteous shall what?
Shall rejoice.
Shall be sad.
Shall be rejoiced.
Represent the blue and yellow.
Shall rejoice.
Feel sorry for Ukraine.
Shall rejoice.
Shall we feel sorry for the Ukrainian babies.
Shall rejoice.
Shall feel sorry for Ukraine being bombed.
Shall rejoice. When he seeth the vengeance, he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
The Lord is sending those bombs over there. Think about how many lies Russia and Ukraine have told alone. You realize the Russian icons, the book, explains the whitewashing that happened over in Russia? Where it shows Moses, Abraham, Paul being black, and it took white men to sit there and whitewash that image, and we supposed to feel sorry for Ukraine? God damn Ukraine, man. We don't give a damn about Ukraine, Russia, don't give a damn about America. The only thing we care about is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the I.S.U.P.K under Commandant General YAHANNA. We are the true Jews of the Bible. What you seen is the beginning of World War III. See, America has been so spoiled because it's been built off the blood and the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that now you are spoiled. You are happy. You don't even care about Ukraine your damn self. You don't care. You don't really care. The only thing you want to do is say, oh, that's sad. What happens when the bombs come down over here in America? It's another story now, huh? Now NATO need to get involved, huh? Now you want to pull out all the ex-military, all the silos, all the bunkers where you're stashing all your bullets and everything. It ain't gonna save you, man. You gotta realize it's not just Russia. It's just not Ukraine. It's the Lord judging this earth for all the rape, robbery, and murder that the white man has committed on this earth. He has been a cancer on this earth. And you think that he gonna get away with this? You think the Lord gonna allow him to go to heaven? You shall be captive. Those that have put those in captivity shall go into captivity. That's what the scriptures say in Revelation.
That's right.
See, your Christian church only lies to you. Why? Because it only condones homosexuality, pedophilia, and lies. That's what your Christian church is full of. Look in your America today. Homosexuality is accepted. Pedophilia is accepted. Any kind of drug you can think of is really accepted. It's just when you OD or you go too far and you make more money than the government, man. And you know what I'm saying is the truth. That's the only reason why it's illegal. They had to make weed illegal once the government was able to make money off of it. Your cocaine used to be in Coca-Cola drinks. This is nothing new. But see, this earth cannot continue to be in sin constantly and oppressed constantly and murder and rape constantly. The same missiles going to Ukraine is going to be the same missiles happening in America. What is our job? Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, our job is to talk to you. It's to wake you up. You the hidden ones that this Bible talks about, man. We out here for you. We doing the same thing Christ did in Rome. Christ was trying to wake up his people in Rome. The Christian church are trying to tell you that Christ loved everybody and everybody loved Christ. If that was true, if that was really true, then why did they kill Christ? Why was the Sadducees and Pharisees after him? Why did the Romans allow him to die? Why did that happen? If everybody's supposed to love everybody, why is everybody sectioned off? Why is there a suburb where all the white people move to? Why is there a project, a Section 8? When you got crack cocaine dropped in our neighborhoods and we're supposed to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps? This race has been rigged from the beginning. Ain't nothing gonna stop black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian until you put down all that hate that you have for one another, that you've been taught by white supremacy, and you love each other. Anytime that we've loved each other and we got our own cities together, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, they came and bombed it. Look up the street, they bombed their own selves. There's a bomb that went off by a white man in Nashville, Tennessee. They don't like each other. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, if you want to succeed, if you want to live, listen to the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street. We've been established since 1969. We're not going nowhere. We don't commit any crimes. Only thing we do is wake up our people. Give me, what I want. Give me Ezekiel 34, 28. That's what I want. Because I want to show you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, that what you should do while you seeing this Ukraine, while you seeing the earth being destroyed, grab you some popcorn, grab your favorite drink, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Just watch this earth get destroyed. Watch the Most High deal with this earth. They don't have any answers for anything that you do, man. Your Christian church is full of liars. They full of people that will take advantage of you. Your Christian preacher is not giving you answers on what's happening in your life today. They will not tell you how to solve homosexuality going on in your family. They will not help you on what's going on with drug abuse in your family. They're not going to help you. Only thing your Christian church wants, your preacher wants, is tithe money. You can pay to sin in a Christian church. Let's read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 28. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall the beast of the land devour them.
Read that again.
And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen.
You shall no more be a prey to the heathen. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, it'll be a time when you don't have to worry about the police hunting you down. You don't have to worry about white supremacy hunting you down. You don't have to worry about them staring at you, wanting to kill you, like they did Botham Jean. Killed him in his own home, talking about she had the wrong house. Killed that man while he was eating ice cream. And what did the judge do? Rub her hair like she felt sorry for her, and she was the killer. Right. Another one of our brothers get murdered, man. And you want us to feel sorry for Ukraine? God damn Ukraine. I hope the Most High burn it to a rubble. I am hoping that Putin pushes that nuclear warhead as soon as possible. So maybe you can get an inkling of what it feels like to have your family destroyed right in front of you. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians been going through that for over 400 years. Right. And you want us to feel sorry for them. Keep reading.
Neither shall the beast of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid.
Let me tell you something, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. Rejoice at the fact that World War III is here. You living in it. We've been speaking downtown for over 4 years. And we've been telling you what's going to happen. We even told you that it's possible for somebody to bomb downtown. We didn't know it was going to be this soon. Because you're walking right by it every day. And you talking about we not priests and prophets of the Lord? But let me tell you something. You don't have to be scared of what's going on, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. The only thing you should be scared of is breaking the laws of the Bible. That's what you should be scared of, the Most High. Because everything that you see happening today is the beginning of the end of this earth. Let me get Ezekiel 1 and 15. Now we're going to keep going, and you're going to hear these dynamic speakers tell you about the problems of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and how to solve them. And you're going to hear them talk about World War III and Ukraine and Russia. It's just the beginning. And see, America is not going to worry about it. Why? Because they're drowning. They're drowning in homosexuality. They're drowning in pedophilia. They're drowning in drug abuse. They are drinking and marrying. Get that sister, that brother, sister a flyer, man. They shaking their hand. They need a flyer. This is what we out here for. They are drowning. Like the scriptures say, they're going to be drinking and marrying. Only thing white supremacy does, look at Nashville, downtown Nashville. All they do is party, get drunk, and have sex with each other, whether they're a man, woman, boy, or girl. Right. That's all they do. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, if you want more for yourself, come to the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander Joe and YAHANNA. We have a school right here in Nashville, and we can help you fix your problems, your family, your drug abuse, alcohol abuse, learn how to be a man. Woman, learn how to be a woman, a humble woman. Let them have their dogs. Black man, you do not need a white woman. You have the most precious women on the earth, man. And you want to give it up for dogs? Something that don't even compare to your woman. Even Christ said dogs need crumbs. Right. Christ knew what these women were not compared to with ours. Right. Black man, get you a righteous black Hispanic or Native Indian sister. I just had to say that. I'm sick of looking at it. Right. Let's keep reading. Right.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 15. Now as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces.
Hold on, that's the wrong one. Give me Slack. What I want? Give me 2 Peter's 1 and 10. Is it 1 and 10? Go to 1 and 10 on this. No, I don't want that. Give me 2 Peter's 1 and 10. Let me get that. I'm gonna get this scripture and I'm gonna let these brothers speak. I had to speak on this. Because also, what's his name? Prince Henry? I think his name Prince Henry, and his wife went to Jamaica just recently. And when they went to Jamaica, they thought the red carpet would be rolled out. But what the Jamaicans told them was all the oppression that the Great Brits did to the Caribbean islands. And while they was in slavery, the slaves had to pay back money to Great Britain. And then the slave masters was able to get reparations. Right. Now when the Jamaicans talked to Prince Henry about this, he dodged the question. What does that prove, man? It proves that white supremacy has no love for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what it proves. We're not gonna let you go, America. You got things to answer for yourself. You want to sit there and have Mexican babies on the border. Think about this. They in jail facilities, cages, and then you let Ukrainians have asylum and cross the border, man. Give them $13 billion. And Trump will call them Mexicans rapists and killers. And didn't know nothing about them. But then you allow them to farm for you, put vegetables and fruits in the stores for you. But then you want to call them rapists and murderers? And then you want to let Ukrainians come over here. Now let me tell you something. Everybody crossing that border, which America's going to find out, are not Ukrainians. They're going to look like and act like and have false IDs, and you don't even have to have a visa to come across Mexico if you're Ukrainian. You telling me you don't have any kind of opposition, enemies, covering up like they Ukrainians crossing that border? But then you want to look at Mexican children. You can look this up yourself. You have Mexican children being in facilities. Get a look at everybody. Mexican children in caged facilities, incarceration at the border right now. But then Ukrainians get to cross with asylum. You have organized crime in Ukraine too. How is it that a Mexican baby can look like he's a criminal? You think about that. But then you want to look at us like we're not telling the truth. We only saying what America is really doing. You can't say that Putin is committing war crimes when America has committed war crimes for over 400 years. Look at these signs, man. Don't get so hypnotized in the aggression of my voice. That's just pain for my people. We say the things that they can't say. But look at these signs. Margaret Sanger came up with abortion, man. It's called the Negro Project. She got Christian preachers to push abortion. That's not a choice that we want to do. We were forced to think that. Did we drop crack in the 80s in our own neighborhood? No, CIA did that. So you can't tell a black man to pull himself up by his bootstraps if he don't have bootstraps in the first damn place. So my point is, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, don't worry about what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. That's the beginning of the Third World War. What you need to do is be a brother to your brother and love your people It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with one race loving their own people. I'm not saying that. If you're a white man and you love your race, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying there's something wrong with is when we try to love our own, don't intervene. Quit selling us dope. We don't fly over to other countries and bring dope over here. You brought that here first. We didn't do that. We didn't come up with abortions. Margaret Sanger came up with that. We fought for you as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the military. When you look at these signs and you see any black man that's been hung, back in the day in the 30s and in the 1910s, they had army uniforms on. They were vets. Just like you don't care about your vets. I'm talking about white men. It's a lot of vets walking around these streets that are homeless that you don't care about. That you said you gonna love. Your uncles and your granddaddies and your cousins is walking all through these streets. You don't give a damn about them. So what you think you care about us? You look at us like we roaches. We're not saying that you gotta just sit there and love us, but leave us alone when we trying to care for each other. If I'm out here speaking for my brother, just leave us alone. Don't try to say nothing. I'm not telling him to kill you. You are gifted with the sword. You're good with those guns and those bombs. Look down the street. All them gates came from one of your people bombing you. We're not saying we're going to war with you. These scriptures don't talk about that. But what Christ was saying was gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Everything that we talk about is in the Bible. Only reason why we down here in downtown Nashville is to show that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have an answer. Because we don't even know who we are. You're not colored. You're not Afro-American. That don't make no sense. You're not what another race has made up for you. Get that man a flyer. What you are is one of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You are a Jew. I can prove it to you in this Bible. The Jewish man can't prove his identity in here. He stole that. You have an author with a book called The 13th Tribe that describes that. The so-called Jewish man came from the Khazars and the Ashkenazi Jews, man. That's not the true Jews. It was made up. You being a black man, Hispanic man, or Native Indian, you fit the curses in Deuteronomy 28. They do not.
Right.
You fit that. Give me that scripture.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Who's the nation that's not desired? Who's the one that gets murdered for no reason? Constantly by the police. Come on, man. Everybody know the answer to that. Let's quit playing games. There's a certain group of people that's always on the bottom. They didn't start on the bottom. They just was forced on the bottom from the beginning. Think about America. How did America get built? Did it get built off of your own hands? Come on, white man, tell me the truth. Or did you have slaves? Come on, you know the answer. You had slaves that built this country. It's in your history. We are the nations that's not desired. We the ones that don't nobody want until you go to war. Remember 9/11? We was niggas then. We was spics, we was wetbacks, we was savages then. Now 9/11 happened. Now we brothers that you look at when we on the plane, you see a Middle Eastern camp. Now you want to make eye contact like we need to watch this Middle Eastern dude. We was brothers then. But then when all that went away, what happened? We back to being niggas, back to being shot in the street by police. That happens every time.
No cowards in our camp, gotta let their colors fly. I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd annual Passover.